So there's this old saying about not meeting your heroes, right? Because you'll find out, unfortunately, that most of them are bozos in real life. Which brings me to YouTube content creators. The reason why we love YouTube content creators is because oftentimes we can see their lives play out in real life and we don't have to be fooled about who they are. They're not like some Hollywood star or rapper who's living a persona online or in their music or in movies that doesn't really speak to who they are. Nope. Content creators oftentimes have to live their life in reality online. And so we can see who they truly are. Which brings me to this content creator. Popular YouTuber, the Ackman, drops a video last week entitled, "Is Elon Musk Killing Twitter?" Now, I wanted to make a video on this, kind of like a response, if you will, but I didn't right away. I gave it a good little week, all right? Primarily because anytime I see like negative comments or criticism on my YouTube page, I don't respond right away because I don't want to respond emotionally or, erratically or anything like that. Irrationally. Let's just say that. And oftentimes I'll come back and then I'll respond to make sure that my head is clear. Right? Now, most of the time, a lot of it just be a bunch of hating ass comments, but some of it be legit criticism. But this is not.
Twitter is imploding.
Now, I just want to be clear. I am subscribed to the Ackman's channel. I am a fan of the Ackman channel, and I will remain subscribed and a fan of the Ackman channel. But this has got to be addressed. Let's get into it.
What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine?
The Ackman is one of many examples of why Elon Musk purchasing Twitter is one of the best things that happened to America. We're going to take a couple of clips from this video and break them down and really talk about them. Now, before I start, absolutely positively the Ackman did make some solid points in the video. Primarily his video on Twitter Blue and the impersonation of many accounts. I don't really agree with Twitter Blue 100%. I don't like taking the mystique and the prestige away from what it means to be verified. I like the fact that I can pay for people to know exactly who I am and be able to upload content to Twitter. But people being able to pay to impersonate other people, I don't know. I don't really rock with that. But anyway, let's get into the first clip.
It's been 2 weeks, and I'm gonna be honest, it has turned into a dumpster fire. I don't remember the last time I've seen a company of this magnitude plummet and fuck up so badly so quickly. Like, bro, who spends $44 billion on a company and then 2 weeks later is like, yeah, the bankruptcy for this company? That's a possibility. What? It's been 2 weeks. You're talking about bankruptcy? It's not out of the question?
See, this is why you don't take financial advice from everybody online, especially not YouTubers, all right? What are you talking about? Bankruptcy. Twitter was already going bankrupt before Elon bought them. Why do you think they was on the market to be purchased? Since when do flourishing multi-billion-dollar companies put themselves on the market to be bought? All right, we know that Bethesda put themselves on the market because they needed financial backing from Microsoft so they could focus on making quality games instead of live service nonsense. We know that Activision put themselves on the market because they were facing allegations and their stock market was in the dump. All right, and so now we got Twitter putting themselves on the market because apparently they were doing so well. No, because they weren't doing well. They were losing $4 million a day. But I wonder why when Elon Musk announced that he was going to buy Twitter, their stock market suddenly flourished. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because Elon Musk doesn't know what he's doing, right? Next clip.
It has been all downhill. Now, whether you consider yourself a fan of Elon Musk or not, I think it's pretty obvious and safe to say that Twitter has gotten objectively worse. Elon then proceeded to lay off half of all Twitter employees, 3,700 roughly, within 2 weeks of this takeover.
Twitter is objectively worse. How? I don't understand. You need to give me tangible reasons of how Twitter is objectively worse besides the Twitter Blue debacle. You're talking about employees being laid off. So let me get this straight. I can still tweet, I can still reply to tweets. I can still follow my friends. The trending tab is still working. I can still watch videos on there and retweet and do everything. What has changed? I can still report people. I can still, like, what are we talking about here? Like, Twitter is worse. What I do notice is that there are less bots. More people are coming back to the platform, as documented by Elon Musk himself. Now, you can say, hey, Elon Musk is lying. Okay, because we're supposed to believe a YouTuber? Right. There's more people on Twitter now. You can actually speak your mind objectively as long as you're not hurting anybody or causing harm to anybody. Like, what are we talking about here? There's less employees. There are multiple big tech companies that are being run by a team of a couple of hundred. What did Twitter need 7,000 employees for? They didn't. And if you haven't noticed, look at the life of an employee.
What I don't understand is, how do you not realize what it takes to run Twitter before you make the decisions of who to let go and who to keep? You need to figure that out first, okay?
Where have we gotten in this country to where some rando on YouTube can lecture the richest man in the world who builds spaceships and electrical cars for a living how to run a fucking tech company? What?
This is what one of the original creators of YouTube said, and I think he hits the nail on the head.
I'm just going to publicly beg all Elon Musk meat riders to hop off his cock for just a few seconds.
Ah, yes, there it is. Because everybody who supports Elon Musk running Twitter the way that he's running it is an Elon dick rider, right? We've all been following everything he does since the beginning. We all drive Teslas. We all want to go to Mars. We all just Elon. None of us are in support of somebody running the company from an objective standpoint who isn't using the power to ban people who are right-wingers or left-wingers or gay or black or white or whatever. Nope, nobody's a fan of that. We're all just Elon nutsuckers who don't care. What do I tell my audience about feminine warfare? Remember I talked to y'all about that? Feminine warfare, the use and manipulation of words and their meaning to paint a narrative about someone or something. You know, the thing that historically women have done because they can't physically compete with men. So that's the way that they fought wars. This is an example of that. Let me insult you behind my keyboard and shame you into agreeing with what I'm saying or feeling bad about agreeing with what somebody else is saying. All right? But you want to know how you know this is feminine warfare? Because neither one of these bozos would actually say that shit to your face in real life. I dare you to go up to another man and tell him he's an Elon dick rider. Please do it. And make sure you're recording it because I want to see what happens afterwards.
He mentioned revamping Twitter Blue, where you could pay for verified status for $8 a month. And then like a week later, it's here. You can pay for verification status now. It's like, well, excuse me? Holy shit, that fast? Can we talk about this first? Company stocks are plummeting. Impersonation and parody accounts are running rampant. Half the employees are gone. It's like, calm down. Focus on one idea. How about that? All these fucking ideas he's doing right away on a whim. This doesn't work for a social media conglomerate as big as Twitter.
Like I said in the beginning of the video, what I will say is the Twitter Blue thing is probably not working. I only agree with 50% of it. And impersonation accounts has been a debacle. So I agree with him on that one right there. But what I don't agree with is you telling, once again, a tech billionaire what his app is built for. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, are you running a social media conglomerate that we don't know about?
For the last 13 years, everyone has been mentally conditioned to see this symbol and think, yup, that's the legit person right there. And there's no question about it. So it makes tweets like this look legit. Yeah, you can fuck the Pokemon in the new one.
I'm gonna let you have that one. That shit was funny. I'm gonna let you have that one.
Comedy is now legal on Twitter. H3H3 would test this statement by changing his profile picture and name to that of Elon Musk. He'd then go on to post numerous tweets critiquing and parodying Elon in a way that was... His Twitter account was banned 2 hours after these posts. Now, regardless of your opinions on Ethan Klein, whether you like him, love him, don't care, hate him, Elon is not making Twitter's policies clear. So when he says, yeah, parody accounts are okay, you just have to specify that you're a parody account, and then he bans parody accounts that do that, it's like things are changing on a dime. And massive accounts with such a huge following deserve at least some warning.
First of all, Ethan Klein is a moron, all right? Secondly, this is nonsense. It has never been okay on Twitter for verified accounts, all right? Accounts with the blue check marks on them to impersonate another verified account. It has never been okay to do that. That's already been established, okay? So what my guy Ack will try to have you believe is that Elon decided to ban Ethan Klein after impersonating him because he took it personally. No, sir. No. As a matter of fact, for those of you who have been on Twitter, bring me an example of a famous person who was verified on Twitter and impersonated another famous person and is still on the platform. If you can find a few of them, I'll shut up and I'll apologize. Well, I'll apologize. I ain't gonna shut up. But the point is, it don't exist because you were never allowed to do it. He's not changing anything. He's just telling you what the policy is. And Ethan Klein is a moron, I reiterate.
Even if you're happy to see Ethan gone or you're sad, it's like that sets a bad precedent when one man can just change the rules and then ban all the people he wants. And it's like that was so fast too. 2 hours. It seems like that there was a personal hand in that.
Now, I'll give you the grace that you probably posted this video before the Twitter files dropped, but I wonder if you have that same energy for all those left-wing government people who were, paying Twitter employees to ban everybody on the right. You get what I'm saying? Like, what about all these people who have been wrongfully banned by Twitter employees because Twitter had one political spectrum at the company? This is why most of them were fired, because they wasn't upholding an objective company. I wonder if you got smoke for them. But I doubt you'll ever say anything about that. You won't say anything about the Twitter files because that doesn't suit your narrative. All right?
Elon just can't stop coming up with new ideas. The old verified system will eventually be removed. Also, we're going to offer content creators 10% better revenue split than YouTube if they put their content on Twitter. What? You have fired your leadership, introduced and removed features that broke your platform. You are discussing bankruptcy. You have laid off half of your workforce, and now you're trying to entice me to post videos on Twitter. You're not in the same business as YouTube. Twitter doesn't have the infrastructure to support large-scale video uploads. Twitter is for memes, shitposts, quick thoughts, news, and bullshit.
Once again, like, what is this dude talking about? I'm sorry, are you an engineer and we don't know it? Do you know the code in Twitter? I mean, like, are you coding Twitter? Well, how do you know what Twitter is built for? And I'm so confused. What do you mean they're not in the same? All of these companies are competing with each other for people's attention. The more time you spend on YouTube, that's less time you spend on Twitter. The more time you spend on Instagram, the less time you spend on TikTok. What are you talking about? You're just talking out the side of your neck at this point. This is ridiculous. And then you keep bringing up the fact that the workforce has been, once again, nothing has changed on Twitter. You're still able to do all of the same things that you were able to do before Elon bought Twitter. It's just now they're not spending $400 a day $400 a day on each person to eat lunch. All right? I mean, that's what it is. People like this would have you believe that Twitter is like an absolute dumpster fire when it's not. Elon has already reported that Twitter has been the most active it's been in years. Period. So, sir, no, you're off. As a matter of fact, this is coming from the same guy whose YouTube account got banned or demonetized, I'm sorry, for a bullshit reason, and I had to get the entire internet to help him get it back. And then after he got it back, he said he was quitting YouTube because he was butthurt about it, and then immediately came back. You should be shouting from the rooftops that this is a good idea, so YouTube could have some competition. I mean, not that it doesn't, because YouTube is actually competing with TikTok and Instagram and all of that stuff. But you should be happy there's competition coming into the market. But no, I guess because Elon isn't the left-wing puppet that you want him to be, it can't be a good thing, right? All I'm saying is, people, you gotta do your own research. I'm not telling you that Elon Musk buying Twitter is the right thing. I don't know. It might fail. I think it's gonna succeed, but it might fail. But you gotta do your own research, and you gotta stop listening to people who have one-sided point of views. All right, Elon Musk has absolutely made a few mistakes. I think he tweets too goddamn much like Trump. I think he's a little bit too transparent with the platform. I'm still upset that he promised Twitter amnesty, and a lot of people still haven't been unbanned yet, including my old account that were wrongfully banned, by the way. All right, he's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Neither is the Act Man, and neither am I. But sometimes when people have crappy takes and opinions on things that they probably shouldn't have, we got to call it out. This is coming from the same. This guy is calling people Elon Musk dick riders. But this is the same guy who made a video crying because 343 didn't send him a review copy of Halo Infinite. This is coming from the same guy who made a video talking about how live service games are trash, and literally has an ad in his video for you to spend money on a live service game.
And if you use my special link, you'll get a large free content bonus pack, including multiple premium vehicles, a premium account, boosters, and much more. So check the pinned comment and the description, download War Thunder and play it, and thank you.
Guys, be diligent out there. Be smart. I'll talk to y'all later.
Let's go. Hey. Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib like Dracula's mansion.